introduce yourselves, because I'm tired of doing it.
No, you.
I'm Matt.
Who?
I'm Chase.
Oh, hi. And I'm Ron. We should come up with like a little opening like that where we're like in Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Oh my god.
Okay, next episode. We'll say
episode's trash.
Get on.
Throw it away. It's bad.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
This one's bad. We need the Team Rocket. We need that.
We need Team Rocket specifically? Okay.
No. We have to come up with our own team name. So yeah, we are
Team Rocket.
We are diamonds, demons, and mushrooms. We like video games a little bit.
Just a bit.
Sometimes, occasionally.
Just when we want to play video games. Otherwise, we hate video games, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so last week we had Buff City, but Buff City is killed this week.
Buff City MD. Let's get it right.
Dr.
Okay.
Buff City.
Dr.
MD.
Buff City.
Dr. Buff City. Yeah, he's killed. He's no here. So it's just us.
Yeah.
You're stuck with us this week.
Just us. Bye-bye. Oh, hi.
So
We're back.
Just to interrupt you, just in case I get like cut off all of a sudden, probably because either the tornado sirens are going off or my computer shut down from lightning. So
yeah, so Chase is like about to die in the middle
much.
of this podcast. So
Yeah.
like, put
So
that
if
on your sensors.
if he stops talking, his
he's
computer shut down or he died.
he's most likely dead.
No in between.
I would assume dead before I assume anything else.
that's
obviously.
probably a
Yeah,
good
I would
idea.
say.
Yeah, so
All right.
we'll have ourselves a little funeral at the end if that happens. So
Good.
Yep. We'll have a moment
I'm
of silence for Chase.
preparing myself for it mentally. So. All right. So, should we talk about what games you played over the last week?
Sure, let's do it.
I guess I'll go first because I think I've made you guys go first for a few weeks now.
Ron the Machine.
Yeah,
I did it.
we're on the machine.
I played a lot of games this last
Stop
weekend.
Oh my god, you really did though.
I'll start off just by saying I played Duck Game, as did the rest of us. I think we played it right after the podcast last week, or maybe the day after, I don't remember. But
Yep.
pretty sure we played some of that a little bit.
Yeah.
Still loving it. Haven't played it since like last week, so
Since the
kind of
podcast.
enveloped in other stuff, yeah. I also kind of returned to Rocket League, played probably a good 20 hours of that this week.
Ridiculous.
Got myself to Rising Star in doubles and Challenger Elite in solo. Yeah, been playing a bunch. Played with my online buddy Go Past the Limit and Buf a little bit. Dr. Buff City.
MD.
Yeah. So that was a good time. Matt's just dead. Matt is killed.
I'm DD.
Matt Mortier. Mortier.
What?
Mortier.
Derriere? Matt's Derriere?
Mortier.
No. Mortier.
It's French.
We're not going to explain it. It's
Matthew's learning French. We're not going to explain it. It's French.
No need to explain.
It's just French.
Me and Matthew over here also played some Overwatch competitive. Got ourselves both ranked. I got ranked 49 right away. Matt, you got
48.
Yeah.
It's still 48.
Yep. And so I played a bunch of games after that with Matt and with other randoms, and I didn't win a single one. So now I'm down to 45.
So terrible.
So that's fun.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not very good at Overwatch or anything. I just figured it'd be fun to play some competitive, actually get into it. But
Competitive is actually a lot better, in my opinion,
yeah,
than just quick play.
Yeah. I also played a game called Refunked, which I believe Matt also played.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to put that on there. Yeah, I played Refunked as well.
I
actually 100%ed it.
I could not find the last fucking little piece. Basically, all you do
sucks.
is you jump around on these platforms and pick up these little items, and that's the entire game.
It took me 23 minutes to beat.
Yep, it took me about 25, I think, as well. So it's
Nice.
very short.
You're short.
Yeah, it's extremely short.
I think we paid like $1 or 50 cents or something for it. Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know. Interesting. I like the music a lot. That's about my favorite thing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, I thought.
Yeah.
I actually wish, that it was a little bit longer, but...
Just a little bit.
Because I'd play it more.
Long. Yeah, I would have played more, too. And maybe that should have been like a level in part of a giant game with a bunch of those. I'd play that.
Yeah, maybe. I agree. But...
I also played a game called To the Moon, which if you feel like being an emotional ball, like a wreck after playing a game, then you should play To the Moon, because it's like the saddest fucking game I've ever played.
Oh man, that's not good.
It's an amazing story. Like, the story is just amazing. It's my biggest problem with it is that it limits your monitor to 640 by 480 while you're playing it. You literally cannot go above that.
Sounds terrible.
Just kind of frustrating.
That sounds awful.
And it's entirely 8-bit, and you move around by just clicking on points on the map, so it's not like super in-depth gameplay or anything. There's a few puzzles in there, but they're pretty much just like not slide puzzles, but like you touch one side of the thing and it flips all of them. It's flip tile puzzles, kind of. Yeah. But the story is amazing. Seriously worth the play. It's like watching a long movie, so I would definitely recommend it to anyone. It's probably my favorite game I played this week. So
nice.
Made me sad though.
So sad.
You cried.
I did. I'm not gonna. I shouldn't admit that, but I did. It's sad. I also played A Her Story, which I got on the Humble Bundle, most recent one. Only took me like an hour to beat it. I did not uncover every single piece of the puzzle, I guess. So basically, you're given access to a computer that's in a police station or whatever, and you have to essentially search for random words to find video clips of this girl talking about the death of her husband, who she's being being questioned about possibly killing. So you're basically trying to uncover what happened with the exact story. So, but you're not giving any context other than the fact that you have to basically pick words out of what she says and search for those words to find video clips. And the thing is the actual database comes back with only 5 results of what you search. So if there's like 80 results, you only see the first 5. So you actually have to narrow it down to specific words. So I don't know, it's kind of cool in that aspect. Some of the videos.
But you didn't get to write like SQL commands to like get stuff, or
well, I didn't find every single word that you should search to find every single clip. The game can end when you get even less than 50% of the actual clips. I got about 85, I think, so I got pretty close.
Not bad.
Yeah, I just couldn't think of anything else. I literally, as I'm listening to clips, I had an open notepad document where I'd write down words that I should search, and I just find random videos from that. So it was kind of fun, just for a little nice game to play in the evenings. The story is pretty good. Just finding out exactly what happened. So yeah. I also played and beat Sonic Generations. Oh, I actually skipped a game.
God.
But I'll go back
How
to
many
that.
more games do you have?
Sonic Generations is probably the best gameplay I've played in a Sonic game since Sonic Adventure 2. Basically, it's there's both a classic and a 3D style level for each of the worlds. There's only 9 worlds, so it's actually kind of short. But there's 2 levels on each of those worlds, essentially. One of them is classic Sonic, like
hey
Sonic
Ron,
the Hedgehog 1 through 3.
I'm gonna have to bow out. There's some really gnarly thunder and lightning.
Okie dokie, Chase.
So I'm gonna shut down my PC.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
We'll talk
Don't
for
die.
you.
I played Torchlight 2. That's what I played.
Chase played a lot of Torchlight 2. Maybe next week he'll talk more about it, because I think he still has to beat it. So.
Yep. Okay, bye.
Cool. Bye,
All right,
Chase.
bye.
All right. It's just me and you, Matt. You ready to have a party?
Yeah, let's do it. Now we can actually podcast because Chase gone.
Yeah,
Chase
exactly. We
gone.
can actually have fun now.
Now we can actually have fun.
Instead of having 4 people like last week, we only have 2 now. So.
Yeah, that's fine. This is fine.
All right. Anyway, like I said, Sonic Generations classic and new level. Like there's a 3D level. That's the newer one that they say, and a classic 2D side scroller level. Gameplay is super fun. The levels design is amazing. The worst part about it is the last boss and the story, which is just cheesy ass Sonic shit like usual. So
okay, but by the worst part about it is the last boss. Does that just mean that the boss is really hard?
No, it's just a very, very shitty boss fight. Like it's just not.
Oh, okay. It's just not fun.
It's essentially it's not like any of the other gameplay you used in the entire game. It's just like random. Like you literally hold down a button for the whole time of the boss fight and you can win it easily.
That's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
All right.
But the reveal for the boss is pretty cool at the end, so that's kind of fun.
Okay.
I also played, because I missed it earlier, I played Firewatch, which is kind of... Okay, it's basically a walking simulator. in a way, where you basically are just, the story is you are a guy whose wife
You're
is sick.
a park ranger, right?
Yeah, your wife is sick, and you're kind of getting away from your responsibility of taking care of her. She went back to her parents, live with her parents in Germany or something like that. That's like, this is all explained in the intro, so I'm not spoiling anything for too many people, I think.
Okay, that's fine.
And you're basically just escaping from that by going and working at this ranger thing, watching for fires for the summer. And so your only communication with people at all is through a walkie-talkie with this girl who's actually in another tower. And so she basically gives you your tasks. She's essentially your boss, I think. So you basically just got to go around and explore these. It's essentially mission based, so it's actually day 1, day 2. I think it goes up to like day 90, but it skips a bunch of days in between it. So
okay, yeah.
But it's got some platforming elements where you have to climb shit. The story was actually really cool. Like, it had a huge build up towards the end, and then honestly the ending was kind of weak. It was probably the worst part. I think that's the general consensus about the game too, is that it's like super cool, and then it gets like this really intense moment, and at the end it just drops, and like it just ends after that. So I don't know. It's fun.
So there's not really like a true ending. It kind of just like
it's an ending, but it kind of just it's unsatisfying is the problem.
Did you beat it?
Yeah, I beat it. It's only 4 hours.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
So
okay.
Yeah, it's super short. That might be another complaint people had. It's like a $30 game or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like $30. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't buy it because I
paid $12 for it.
Yeah,
I think it was actually $20 normally, and then I got it on sale for like 30% off or something. So
20 sounds right to me because I looked into buying it right away, but then decided not to.
Yeah.
So.
But I don't know. It's something I would definitely think of getting for $5. I kind of regret getting it for 12 a little bit, but. It's a hard game to recommend to people just because of how unsatisfied I felt at the end of it, but it was kind of, the actual mystery of it was kind of fun. So
okay,
yeah. And then the last game I played was Uncharted 4. Like I said, I was busy this week. I did not beat Uncharted 4. I'm only on like mission 6 or something, but holy hell, just the intro to that game, freaking amazing. I'm super stoked to play more of it. It's hard to say anything about it without, spoiling the other 3 Uncharteds, which I know you haven't played, Matt, so...
Yeah, and I plan on playing them, so...
Yeah.
I mean, I could just, like, shut my headphones off if you want to talk about it a little bit more.
No, that's okay. All I'll say is that I played the Crash Bandicoot little Easter egg that they have in the game, and that was kind of funny, like, listening to them comment about it. Like, he's awesome. Like a bandicoot? He's like, why? He looks like a fox. Why does a fox need fruit?
It's a bandicoot.
She's like, it's a bandicoot.
I've actually seen things on Reddit. I've seen things on Reddit from that. So, but yeah, that's awesome.
For sure.
All right, my turn.
It's your turn.
I actually didn't play a whole lot of games this week. Kind of had a busy week with stuff going on. Like I was gone this weekend and stuff. So, but I did get some duck game in with the guys after the podcast last week and everything like that. I don't know. Duck game is super fun. What did we buy it for? Like $6?
Yeah,
definitely worth the buy if you have it with friends. Like if you can get a group of friends together and play that and buy it.
You can get the 4-pack for a little cheaper too. I think that's what we did. Yeah. That's why we got it for $6.
That's what we did it. Yep.
Yeah.
It was during the Steam sale too. So.
Yep.
Anyway, so duck game. I played a little bit of Witcher 3. Last week I was about midway through the Bloody Baron quest. Now I'm at the end. So I played like maybe an hour and a half of Witcher 3. But I'm still really enjoying it, and it's a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Definitely recommend it to anybody and everyone that likes open world games.
Hell yeah.
Also played Refunk that Ron kind of mentioned before. Same thoughts as Ron, and I kind of hit on this before too. It's kind of short, and it was a lot of fun, but for 23 minutes it was kind of short. But I only bought it for $1, so I'm not too upset about it.
Yeah, I'm not burned on it. It was worth it for the music and just exploring. It was kind of cool the way that they introduced little things that you could do. You didn't know you could do with them until they actually showed you. Well, like wall running and stuff like that. Yeah, and also jumping in the water, you thought you would die, but no, you can jump in the water as much as you want.
I actually was expecting a achievement or Steam achievement for the game of not touching the water and beating it.
Oh, really?
No, I got all the Steam achievements, so no. But yeah, the game kind of like just starts you off and like doesn't no instructions, no tutorial, and you just kind of have to figure out stuff. Oh my god. Sorry. So my Discord is just really like talking to me right now because somebody chatted in.
Yep.
Anyway. So yeah, it kind of just starts you off with no instructions. It kind of just lets you figure stuff out for yourself. I thought it was pretty cool, but yeah. I recommend it if you can buy it for like $1. I think we bought it for like $1.50. But anyway,
yeah,
and we also played Overwatch competitive. Like Ron said, we got ranked. I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with Overwatch. I kind of want to play more right now, mid podcast.
In the middle of the podcast, let's just do that. And talk
let's just do that. Talk. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, Ron, you bought some games last week. I know. So I'll let you talk about that.
Yeah, I was hoping Chase would talk a little bit more about Torchlight 2, so I could say that's the reason I bought it. I picked it up on Steam during the summer sale because I think it was $4, and I figured why not? Because Chase has been raving about it. So
I can talk. I've played it before.
Oh, okay. Well, you can do that too.
I mean, if you want to. So Torchlight 2 is kind of a Diablo 3 knockoff. I don't know. Maybe even came out before Diablo 3. So I don't know if quite caught. It's a Diablo type game.
Well, I mean, Diablo came out before Diablo 3, so...
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's a Diablo type game. So it knocked off the Diablo series, kind of, is what I would say.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm looking real quick how many hours I have into it before I start. Yeah, I have 7 hours into it, so...
oh, really?
I know, I played it, I haven't played, like, through a whole lot of story, but I know that one really cool thing about it, is, like, you can download... like from the Steam Workshop, like different like classes, because like I think you start off with like 4 or maybe 8 classes that you can choose from the base game, but like you can download like a Link class, so like really goofy ones, right? Like Link from Zelda or like stuff like that, or you can download more serious classes, and I think it was a lot of screwing around with that when I bought it right away. It's pretty fun. Sure. It's the looting system. It's like a loot type game, so. You're kind of dependent on what loot you get and stuff, but we'll have to play it together when you.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to try it. I think I'd like it.
That's something else. It's definitely a game that I enjoyed a lot more when I was playing with someone else. So.
Yeah.
But.
Anyway, the other thing that I purchased and Chase also purchased was there was this like 8-cent bundle on Steam for like 4 different indie games, and I'm like, fuck, I have 8 cents just from selling trading cards, so. Yeah. Why not get it? It included, let's see, State of Anarchy, which I think I had actually heard of before. But, I don't know. State of Anarchy.
I think so, too.
Yeah, State of Anarchy. The fuck is this? Oh, Rabies Epidemic. I don't know what that is. Project Starship. And AI Rampage. Yeah. Anyway. It was 8 cents for all 4 of them, so I figured why not go for it.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. So,
and even if I never play any of them, I'm like, oh,
it's actually only 30 cents right now. So even
really?
Outside of the sale, it's 30 cents.
That's funny.
But I didn't buy anything. Chase bought that 8-cent bundle as well. I don't know if you said that. Maybe you did.
I did.
But no, I didn't buy anything. I bought Amazon Prime, so when I start buying all the big games like Battlefield 1. I get the discount.
Sweet. Alright, so I want to move on to the actual news for the week. Alright, I'll go ahead and start by just saying PlanetSide 1 apparently closed its servers forever. I remember I watched a little bit of a video. I think I saw it posted on Reddit. It was just like the end of the game. In the actual MMO, because it's interesting that MMOs actually end, because it's like a huge, kind of like when the whole Warcraft thing happened and they shut down that classic realm or whatever.
Yep.
There's like a huge group of people like that just got together and like
died.
Said goodbye to the server essentially. Yeah. But the actual game ends with the meteor shower and your character dies, and then you just can't join the realm again. So
that's kind of cool.
PlanetSide
2 is still pretty big, right?
Oh yeah,
and it's free,
like
right?
Huge wars all the time. Yep.
All right. Yeah, that's what I figured.
it's a super popular game. Isn't it one of those games though where you buy your ship, you have to pay for your ship, and then
I think so. I don't know too much about PlanetSide. I know it's a huge, really popular.
No, PlanetSide's an MMO or like a shooter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a shooter, but I'm not. That doesn't mean that you don't have to buy stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know too much about PlanetSide. I just know people really love it, and that's about it. All right. Next little bit of news that we have is within Steam users by the end of May, HTC Vive. So people on Steam that have virtual reality, the HTC Vive has a 66.61% market share. Very, very technical here. And then only 19.49% owning the Oculus Rift. I don't know what the rest would be. Probably just
probably some of the other ones.
Some of the other ones. There's multiple different ones. You're right, but yeah,
I was just kind of surprised to see the Vive like just destroying the Rift. The Rift was the initial VR thing that people were talking about when VR kind of first came to light.
So the Vive is the open source one, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I think that's the reason they're doing so much better. Yep.
That's interesting, though.
With that.
That's really that's a great statistic. I wonder how many total users there are. Obviously, there has to be enough to have 66.61% of something.
Keep in mind, this is only among Steam users, which I think if you're a PC gamer, you're probably a Steam user. So
I agree. If you're if you're a PC gamer and you have VR, you're probably using Steam. So
yep, I would agree with that.
Oh hi!
Oh, Chase is alive.
I am alive. It's
Chase
storm over.
Oh no!
Are
you recording, Chase?
What?
Are you recording?
I am.
Okay.
Oh god. We could just pick it right back up.
Oh my gosh.
Ermagerd.
Alright, so Chase, we'll go ahead and talk this next part so you know where we are.
Okay.
Apparently, Blizzard sued an Overwatch cheat maker for copyright infringement. And the actual, I think that there was a cheat maker that...
Yeah, it was the creator of a cheat.
Yep.
Yeah, but then I feel like I heard about another, clone, like an Overwatch clone that someone's making, and they're just continuing to put money into it. Or maybe this is the same thing. I don't know if I'm confusing them.
Yeah, you're confusing me, because I did not heard about this clone thing. But...
Maybe I'm thinking of the cheat maker. For some reason, I just, in my mind, it registered as a clone, not an actual cheat maker. But apparently they're continuing to pursue it. And they're, dumping thousands of dollars into it. So the creator's screw you guys.
Yeah, so there is a shameless ripoff of Overwatch.
That's what it is, yeah.
I don't think this is the cheat maker, though. I think this is different.
Yeah, that's what I read about.
Okay.
So maybe I confused myself.
So the cheat...
Ron's confuzzled.
Ron is confuzzled. But Legend of Titan is a free-to-play game. Compared to Overwatch, its only similarity we have with Overwatch is the fact that it lies in our products all blend into FPS plus mobile elements, according to the... I don't know if this is developer or what that's talking, but... that's interesting. Well, we kind of hit two birds with one stone. There.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's
I agree that Overwatch is like a MOBA, but
it's available...
It's seen as a MOBA/FPS hybrid kind of thing.
It's not.
Well, that's what I think of Battleborn.
Yeah, it's not a MOBA, though.
Because did people say TF2 is a MOBA?
It's
because
it's exactly the same as TF2.
But I don't know. I guess
I'm Wikipedia TF2, so we know. First-person shooter multiplayer video game.
Yeah, that's the way I see Overwatch too.
First-person
I don't know
shooter.
if I see it much as a MOBA, because it's a class-based online shooter. But you could say that about a lot of modern shooters.
It's not really class-based, it's more hero-based.
Yeah, I was going to say hero-based. So that's more of like a... Yeah.
But that's where they're getting the MOBA from, is that it's a hero-based with ultimate powers.
That's true. But, the same thing is with TF2, so...
So, I'm just saying that according to Wikipedia, it is not a MOBA.
Overwatch?
It is a first-person shooter. Multiplayer first-person shooter.
Interesting, yeah.
Well, yeah, I knew it was a first-person shooter.
And that's where a lot of the comparisons to Battleborn get confusing, because people say that Battleborn is a MOBA.
Oh, and because it is. Battleborn is a MOBA.
Yeah, exactly.
What's Wikipedia say about Battleborn? Wikipedia is the new Oh, Wikipedia
It's
just
the
says
new,
first-person shooter for Battleborn. It does not mention MOBA at all.
Interesting.
But it is a MOBA.
It has
Also
MOBA
features
elements, but I guess they both
MOBA
do.
elements. It says features MOBA elements
Yeah.
on Wikipedia, so I don't know. But yeah, that's interesting.
Anyway.
All right. I don't even know.
All right.
All right. Chase, you want to take the next one?
Sure.
Do you know where we are?
Yeah, I know where you're at. All Microsoft published games will now be Xbox Play Anywhere.
Which is not
Wow.
true.
Yeah.
They later changed their mind and said we lied.
Yeah.
And
So
they said all games shown at E3 instead.
yeah.
Yep. Instead of saying that all future games, they said all future games that we showed at E3.
So no Halo on PC.
That's exactly right.
That's kind of how I read it too.
That's kind of how I would assume it too. Which
But I'm pretty sure the articles that I've read that were people like PC Gamer was interviewing people from Microsoft, and they were saying, yeah, like we see Halo in the future coming to PC, but just not Halo 5.
Yeah,
Or
I
something
mean,
like
I don't
that,
see it as
so-
impossible still.
No,
it's just
but-
they re-clarified that, because it was
Yeah.
almost confirmed.
What-
with
Yeah.
that?
what
They
other
changed it.
what other game would they have that's big enough to actually matter if it was on PC or not? It's got to be Halo. So that's like the only game that I could see them changing
Halo,
for.
Forza, and
Gears of War.
Forza Horizons.
That's already
Forza Horizons already coming out. Forza Horizon 3.
that's a free to play hash though.
No. Forza Horizon 3.
Forza Horizons is not.
No.
Oh, it's not. Which one am I thinking?
You're
of?
thinking of Forza
Are you thinking of
Project.
Drive Club?
No,
No.
it's a Forza game that's on PC. That's
Forza
Oh,
Apex.
yeah.
Apex is what's called.
Yeah.
Apex.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they and E3 they announced Horizon 3 and they said it was on PC.
Oh yeah.
As
And-
well as actual crossplay between
Yep.
Xbox and
Yeah.
PC on it.
Yeah.
So you can actually have someone driving with a wheel on PC. And someone
Well, it's because you
playing
can have wheel
Xbox.
on
And you can have wheel on
too,
console
so
too.
That makes
so,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you said Forza, you said Gears of War, which is already confirmed coming to PC. So the only other one is Halo. So I think it's safe to assume
Yeah.
that don't get your hopes up for Halo PC.
Yeah.
But
Is there any other Microsoft exclusive that's really big though?
Honestly, not really.
I
That's
can't-
kind of what That's why I've always been a Sony person, because I love
Yeah.
their IPs more. Whereas it just seems like Microsoft doesn't have a lot of EPs. They kind of rely on third-party support.
Yeah.
Can I just say that back in the heyday of Halo 3, that was the only reason to buy an Xbox 360, and it was the best reason.
That's how I know you're a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The heydays of Halo 3, he says. The old heyday.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when I got into Halo, it was Halo 1 and
Well,
Halo
I
2.
played Halo,
Halo
1 and 2,
and Halo
too,
2.
but I didn't
Halo 2 was probably the heydays.
Halo 2 was my big one
I
that I
didn't-
got into.
I didn't have a
I never even known an Xbox, so...
I didn't really have a console until I had an
Neither did I. I just played with friends.
I never
all the
had
time
I
and
Yeah.
just
LAN
never knew
parties.
anybody with an Xbox, I guess, to play Halo.
Really?
So you had no friends?
I had no friends.
No friends.
No friends.
No friends for Matt.
So
Matt Poopy.
Ronry.
But Griffball Halo 3, man, I'm telling you what.
Anyway,
Alright.
we'll move on. Do any of you guys know what SGDQ is?
Yes.
Nope.
I know.
I freaking love. I
I
love watching SGDQ.
I haven't watched
every
it this
year.
year, but I am kind of disappointed because I was over. I would have watched it this weekend, but I obviously was gone. Does it go over next weekend?
So the official name is AGDQ, and it's Awesome Games Done Quick. It's
Okay.
basically a speedrunning marathon
Yeah.
that they do for Doctors Without Borders every summer and winter, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I really like watching them. I think it's called SGDQ because it's
Summer
Done
games done quick.
Yeah,
Yep.
yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it's.
I watched the Ratchet and Clank speedrun. That was kind of cool, watching all the little glitches in the game. That's my favorite part about it, just seeing the insane glitches that they have in some of these games to be able to beat them in an hour.
Yep.
Maybe that's why I play games so quickly, because I watch speedruns a lot. So
You're never going to be like them, Ron.
no, never
We're
like
trying.
that. Although I have beaten, I have played through Super Mario 64, using the glitch to do it in 7 stars, I think.
Yeah.
Beat the
Nice.
entire game. But now they actually have a glitch to beat it with 0 stars. So
Yeah. Yep.
And that one's a lot harder, so.
Somebody's going to beat Fallout 4 in an hour and 10 minutes. So, that's happening.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
Probably.
Yeah, so no.
I will watch that.
Summer Games Done Quick is so great. And it's like a huge charity event, too, so all the donations.
Yep.
But, yeah.
They always have, is it Metroid that they do the kill the animals, save the animals every year? I forget what game it is, but you have a choice. You have a choice in one of those games that they do every single year where they have a vote to say if they should kill the animals in the game or save the animals in the game.
Well, like
it's like a hugely debated thing every year.
So
does PETA show up?
Maybe.
No.
So last year I watched the Pokemon Blue 151 run, and I think I showed this to Ron. But like they were taking donations to like name the guy's Pokemon and like stuff like that, and like every single donation was like name it John Cena. So,
oh my god,
like he had like all of his Pokemon were John Cena, and it was great. All right, should we move on? Sure. Battlefield 1 details from data mined from the alpha. So there's 6 campaign episodes. So I'm assuming probably a couple levels each episode. 6 map names. 45 guns. 7 game modes found. And the ability to customize a soldier's face. Which is interesting.
So yeah, it's a lot of interesting stuff, or a lot of valuable stuff mined from the alpha. So that's kind of cool that they found all that stuff just in the alpha. I'm sure a lot of it will change, but I'm guessing that stuff probably won't. The customizing faces is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That is interesting.
I don't know if it's... Yeah, if it's just like a Sims kind of customization.
Well, even if it's like...
I don't know.
Even if it's just like the Fallout 4 customization. But Fallout 4 customization was pretty in-depth, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to Battlefield. I'll probably get it.
I don't know, I'm almost kind of falling out of Battlefield. The more I've watched some gameplay stuff, the more it looks like
I can't.
4.
Nope. Stop talking, Chase. That's not possible.
Don't even, Chase.
I'm gonna. If I'm ruining it for myself, I'm ruining it for you guys too.
So like nothing surprises me with like the 6 campaign episodes. 6 map names. I kind of wish there was more than that, but it is EA.
I mean, not even just this stuff. But, I mean the actual gameplay footage that we've seen of just the alpha so far. It still looks a lot like Battlefield 4.
All hyped for the gameplay we saw. So don't be twerking my nuts.
No, so.
Oh, I was hyped, but the more I see, the more it still looks like Battlefield 4, just with a different skin.
So I never played Battlefield 4, and I played like an hour of Hardline, so I'm not like burnt out on Battlefield right now. But
did you play 3 at all?
A decent amount of 3. The one I played was the Bad Company 2, the last World War II one. Is that World War II?
No, Bad Company 2 was modern.
What's the last World War II one that they had?
1942, like their first
I didn't play
game.
that. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game, but I'm pretty sure I played...
Medal of Honor?
No, I'm pretty sure I played...
Call of Duty?
No, stop it! Stop. I played Bad Company 2. I'm pretty positive. Maybe I just, like, in my mind, thought it was...
That one's versus Russia.
Oh, that might be... I don't know. Whatever.
Same.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. That's the one I played. I decided. That's the...
He played a game.
I played that one.
Are you sure it wasn't Battlefront 2, Matt? Are you sure it wasn't Battlefront?
Sure it wasn't Star Wars?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Star Wars. God, I don't even know. I don't even know what I was going to say about Battlefield 1 anymore, because you guys have, like...
Matt wants Battlefield 1. You know what I want is I want Titanfall.
Oh my God.
Titanfall.
Don't do it.
Titan Deuce.
I want.
I don't know. Titanfall to me is like I wanna like jump on the bandwagon, but because Titanfall 1's like the player base just dropped after like the first weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was so good.
Yeah, for 3 days.
And
then it kind of just was.
No, I played it for over 100 hours. So
I'm with you, Matt. I'm the same way.
I'm in the minority, and I
even
know
bought it
this.
on launch day, and I was all super hyped for it like the week before.
Yeah.
Me too.
And then
we all did.
And I played it for a weekend, and I was like,
Chase.
"This is just like every other Call of Duty game that I could buy."
No, I didn't really
Yeah,
think
right.
that.
I
It
don't
was
agree
just
with
a
that.
I
lack
thought
of
so.
people.
I don't know. Maybe it was a lack of people too.
No.
I don't know.
The gameplay, I think, is amazing and innovative in a way that
Yeah,
Call of Duty
the
Well,
hasn't
I'm
gameplay
not
in a long
saying it's
time.
not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's. I don't know. Online shooters, like, I'm hyped for Battlefield 1 only because it's going back to, like, World War One, World War Two, whatever. Like,
See, and that's what I'm talking about, though. It doesn't play like World War One stuff. It plays like Battlefield 4 still. There's a lot of run and
yeah,
gun.
but we saw one map. You know what I mean?
Right, but we've seen a lot of gameplay from that one map. I guess I have, at least. I've been watching a lot of different perspectives of the different people.
No.
Because they all had their streams recorded, and they've been putting them up on YouTube and stuff, and like all the action sniping and stuff like that. I don't know. I just weird.
I don't know.
It's not really World War One, I guess. What I'm saying, but I don't know. And like the tanks are still really fast, which is weird.
Yeah.
But of course, this is all balancing stuff that can change.
Yeah, that's
'cause
true.
We just saw
No,
the
I
alpha,
agree.
so-
Like, I'm not going to disagree with what you said, I guess, because that map.
I still don't know. It's still not a game I'm planning on getting on day one,
I am.
So.
But yeah,
Really?
I'm going to pre-order it.
Watch it have the same launch as Battlefield 4 and just be utter like trash.
That's
That
why
would-
I'm not
that's
gonna
true.
get it day one, because I was burned
that's why
my
I'm waiting.
BF4.
Exactly.
God, you guys are ruining my hopes and dreams. God.
That's what we do.
That's how we do it.
How we
Alright.
do.
Any of those big
Um,
AAA titles, though, I just like waiting nowadays anyway, just to see what
Yeah.
they're like first. So,
Any Hoosers. Moving on.
Yeah.
Any Hoosers.
Any Hoosers.
Any Hoosers. I like it.
Recent Fallout 4 patch. It adds adds save game on exit, so when you exit the game, it'll save automatically for you, including for survival mode.
Yeah.
And that's apparently been a big thing that people have kind of wanted, more than just being able to save at a bed. Because that's the requirement for survival mode. You have to get to a bed to save.
Which
So
that's huge. Like if you're waiting, like if you're like an hour since the last save and you need to leave, but you can't save because you're so far away from a bed.
Exactly.
But it also like allows for the cheesing aspect. But to me, if you're gonna play, if you're gonna play survival mode, like you're clearly like you might as
You're wanting to do it for
Yeah.
a reason. You're not gonna cheese through
Exactly.
it, so.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's okay. Like if anybody complains about it, then just tell them to not save on it. Like stop exiting the game to save. Like not that hard.
Not hardcore enough if you exit to save.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Next thing, Witcher 3, Game of the Year edition has kind of been announced. Basically, something was posted online for it. I think it was submitted or something like that to get rated. And the devs actually tweeted and confirmed it on Twitter, so... Hasn't really gotten an official announcement, really, but the devs confirmed it on Twitter, so it's happening.
It's happening, and I would assume it's just the game with all the DLC.
With the DLC, yeah, I wouldn't expect anything new. Probably with all the patches built into the disc instead of having to download them, because there's a ton of patches.
I agree.
So it's not a bad call.
No, that'll sell well.
We'll probably pick it up,
and especially for people who are kind of on the maybe haven't bought it and kind of on the fence already.
That have heard how amazing it is, but haven't bought it yet. So yeah, I'd say it's gonna sell.
Yeah. So next up, TF2 launched a game mode called Competitive Mode. So this is kind of interesting because TF2 has obviously had multiple different game modes throughout, and it's just kind of funny that they finally have released something called Competitive Mode now. So I don't know. I haven't played much TF2 in my day. Maybe Ron can talk a little bit about it if he wants.
I never really played that much of it. It was one of my first games I got into on Steam. I think I have 30 hours in it. I can check, actually. Team Fortress 2. I have 28 hours. So I didn't play a ton of it, but I played it a lot back in the day. For a couple weeks at least. Played it pretty intensely. I don't know. I think competitive mode is kind of cool, but I think it might be a little bit too late on it.
I think they're trying to compete with Overwatch a bit
Well,
now.
Yeah, well, you know that this has been announced since before Overwatch was even announced.
Right,
So,
but they're just now getting it out, and it's...
Yeah, I mean, they've been working on it forever, and I think they've been just trying to figure out how it would work. I don't know why they've taken so long. They had a beta a long time ago for it.
Well,
because they all run on Steam time.
yeah, it's all Valve.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, like, it's not going to add too much of a player base, and then they're not going to lose a player base. Like, the TF2 player base is going to stay the same. And there's
already a competitive aspect to TF2. I think there's already private.
Yeah, there's servers and stuff that
have competitive stuff. Yeah, so I don't know what adding it to the actual game. It might bring a few people back just briefly, maybe to try it out.
It'll just make it easier for those existing clans to keep doing it.
It might make.
Well, I just know that a lot of the competitive people have moved towards Overwatch or some other game like it. So.
Well, yeah, and it's not just Overwatch. Like TF2's been out for a while. It's multiple other games. Just Overwatch recently, right? But different games throughout the years, I'm sure, as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to some rumors.
Rumors. Chase, you want to go ahead? Chase, you can go ahead.
Ubisoft bringing on more independent board members in an attempt to stave off the Vivendi takeover. Because Vivendi's still been buying up a lot of shares of Ubisoft. And
basically, if that happens, Ubisoft is
What's
dead.
What's Vivendi? I don't even know what Vivendi is.
Because they're a big media company that Blizzard paid millions of dollars to get away from.
Yep.
So why are they dead if Vivendi ends up?
Because they just whore out IP, basically.
Yeah, they're going to sell all the IP, essentially, is what they would do.
Yeah.
Alright, that's interesting.
So, it'd be interesting. That would be kind of bad. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, because Ubisoft, I think it'd be cool if some other people got their hands on that IP, but at the same time, that could kill a lot of series.
Well, that's going to destroy some series, some games.
So, I don't know. I think it's bad overall, so...
Yeah, I mean,
I'm hoping
a lot of people are...
Stay away from it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are not wanting that to happen, too. I mean, even though it's Ubisoft...
Yeah.
Still worse.
Well...
No one deserves this.
No one deserves this, not even
I don't know
Ubisoft.
what we would do without Tom Clancy games, to be honest. There's so many. Tom Clancy's Fallout 4. Tom Clancy's World of Warcraft. There's so many games that have Tom Clancy. I can't even begin to think what the world would be like without him.
Speaking of which...
But think of all the merchandise Vivendi would start pumping out. Tom Clancy's water bottle.
My gosh.
Tom Clancy's aspirin.
I need Tom Clancy aspirin in my life. I don't even I get headaches sometimes, and that's gonna fucking kick the headache its ass.
It's only something Tom Clancy can fix.
Anyway, speaking of Tom Clancy, one of the other things is that apparently it's rumored that a new Red Dead's gonna be announced soon, just based on Redemption being backwards compatible this Friday. Speaking of Tom Clancy, me and Joel were talking,
that's a good
me and Joel were talking about what the next one will be named, and then we were thinking Tom Clancy, Sid Meier's Red Dead Unity Western Warfare. Ultimate
Edition. You can't get the standard edition.
Game of the Century Edition.
You have to get that.
Trademark.
Oh god.
TM.
Other kind of news with this is because of the Red Dead Redemption's backwards compatibility, sales skyrocketed 6,000%.
I actually purchased it on Xbox because of this. So.
Yeah.
It's like Sam's favorite game, so I figured it'd be nice if she could play it on the Xbox One. So.
All right. Some other rumors, which kind of not a rumor, but kind of a rumor. So Overwatch teased a new hero, and so they tweeted out a picture of the hero's gun and whatever. So it's gonna be a support class sniper, essentially. So people are thinking you'll be able to shoot your teammates and heal them, and shoot enemies and do damage or whatever. But yeah, there's tons of rumors and stuff like that. People are thinking it's Farrah's mom, that it could be the character and stuff. So there's tons of different things that people have already speculated for heroes. So just interesting stuff.
Neat.
Neato. Anyway, I think that's all we have for basically the news and the rumors. So I guess now we'll talk about what is coming out in the next week.
Yeah.
Well, Pokemon Go came out today. Yeah.
It did. They suddenly released it today. They're like, oh, hi, guys.
Oh, here it is.
Bye.
Which
Here it is.
I downloaded it, and then I couldn't get logged in, so then I uninstalled it.
I just downloaded it and haven't tried to...
I couldn't, yet, I knew I was putting in the right password for my account, and it still wouldn't let me in. So I just was like, whatever, Pokemon.
Well, it's probably just the whole shitstorm of people trying to log in.
Yeah, no, their servers were, down with only releasing to 3 countries earlier today. So...
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're basically getting DDoSed right now. Because of the amount of logins.
I pretty much give zero fucks about this.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think I'm gonna check it out.
I don't either, but it looks interesting, so I'm gonna try it. I mean, it looks like a interesting passive game. I mean, I don't play many games on my phone, so... Yeah,
I don't really either, and that's the reason I'm kind of avoiding it, I guess. But, I don't know. Maybe. I just like to be a hipster.
Of course you do.
Just kidding.
It's not cool, it's mainstream.
Yeah.
I only played the closed beta.
Alright.
Yes, that.
Yeah, that came out today, and then we've got 5 other games that are coming out July 12th, which is 6 days from the recording of this podcast.
God, Ron, why? I guess I did say June 6th was today, so never mind. July. God.
It's July 6th. What the hell?
God.
Pokemon Go has been out for a month, and nobody realized it.
Apparently.
They just silently
they named it Barbie's Super Miraculous Shopping Adventure on the Play Store. That's why nobody downloaded it. To realize.
Perfect.
Obviously.
Easily confused. I mean, the keys are literally right next to each other.
Alright, and yeah, those games coming out July 12th. One of them is Ghostbusters, which apparently is taking place after the new movie with different characters, so that should be a positive sign for the game, because most people are kind of negative about the new movie, so...
Yeah.
One of the other games is Song of the Deep, which I'm talking about because it's made by Insomniac, creators of Ratchet and Clank. It's actually the first ever published game by GameStop, which is interesting. It's basically a Metroidvania-style game, so I don't know. Seems like it could be good. I've heard that it's basically a passion project from Insomniac.
That's interesting.
Nice.
Should be interesting.
Another game, Polybridge.
Ron
wants. It's the official release of an early access game on Steam, so one of the mini games that are going the opposite route of Ark Survival Evolved and are actually going to release.
Yep. I've actually wanted this game for a while. I've seen a ton of GIFs of it on Reddit.
GIFs, but yeah, okay.
You're a GIF.
It's essentially basically like build a bridge to cross to the other side.
So it's just a bridge builder
That's all
game.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially. But it's super reliant on how you build it. Like, you can make it, you go across in like a million different weird ways.
So if I want the game, I should buy it now and then save like $5 when it obviously goes up in price when it releases?
I don't know. I actually don't know what the price will be when it launches. It's not an expensive game. I think it's only like $15. So.
I know.
Oh, shit. I almost got it on the Steam sale, but I think it only went on sale for like 10% off or something, so I was pissed.
This looks like almost all of those mobile games that I've played.
No, I agree.
I've heard really good things about it, is all. That's the only reason I was interested in it.
I mean, the only cool thing that I see right now is a GIF of a monster truck ramping onto a hot air balloon on the other side of the ramp bridge.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the only thing different.
That's the only difference. But it's a big difference, Chase. Keep in mind what you just explained and how cool that sounds.
Another game. I got it, Rob. I got this. Necropolis, which is...
got it.
I don't even... Bandai Namco.
Bandai Namco.
Yeah, that place. Third-person action RPG. Enemies will include Sharkman. I don't know what that means.
Sharkman?
Sharkmen. I thought it was interesting to note that the enemies in the game are going to be Sharkmen. So.
Awesome. That's reason enough to buy it.
I know pretty much nothing about it, but it's coming out. And it's been
Yeah,
Namco,
there you go.
So.
There's also Video Ball, which Ron told me about this week.
Oh yeah, I saw a video that's because I saw it was coming on.
And then he was like, Matt, look at this game. It comes out the 12th. And I'm like, Ron, why'd you tell me about this game? I want it now, not 7 days from now. Ruined my day.
It looks like a super simplistic, like online kind of
soccer type
almost.
thing, hockey. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to explain.
It looks, just from watching the video, I feel like I already know how to play it. It looks super fun. Basically, you're just trying to shoot your balls into the opponent's goal. So it's like it's like a top-down Rocket
kind
League.
of, honestly.
Yes. Is that why you like it?
Yeah. Something that kind of seemed funny to me when I was reading about it is that apparently the creator, the game originated because someone dared him to make a one-button version of StarCraft.
All right,
That's
then.
Awesome.
So I don't know what it has to do with StarCraft at all, but interesting.
I don't know. This doesn't look like
No,
StarCraft.
it's definitely
really at all.
Not
StarCraft.
quite.
You guys are crazy.
Like what?
This is StarCraft.
I mean,
StarCraft
don't
3
see the
confirmed.
resemblance?
StarCraft 3 confirmed.
Video Ball 2.0, StarCraft 3, all the same.
Whatever. Same difference.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Alright. So now we're gonna talk about gaming sales.
So,
Yay.
before we start the gaming sales of next week, can I just say that even because the lackluster of the Steam sale, and everybody kind of thought it was stupid, made over $100 million more than it did last year. So,
Yep.
people are still
I read
buying
about
games.
that too. Probably because the prices were twice as much as last year, though.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, is it because there weren't as deep as
That could be
discounts,
it.
or
Probably because a lot of the bigger sales were games like Doom, and I think a lot of people bought Doom during that Steam sale.
Yeah,
so. And
I
it
think
was
so,
still
too.
Which
$35.
it's not.
So.
35 isn't a bad price, but it's
not a bad price for a game that came out.
a
2
price
months
that we
ago,
had
so.
seen
No.
before. So to me, it wasn't a great deal. But
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
This week we have the Microsoft Ultimate Game Sale, which is July 5th through
Yeah.
July.
I looked at some of them and they're really bad. So.
Yeah, I looked at the Windows Store and it looked pretty poop.
Yeah, nothing really worth noting from that sale.
No.
And then there's also the Sony Midsummer Sale, which I did look at. It had a couple interesting things.
Gears
What
of
did I tell
War.
you to buy,
Or no,
Matt,
not
that
Gears
you
of War.
said?
God of War.
No,
Sorry.
God of War.
God of War 3.
I think it was like
Yep, it's $8.
$8 or something for it for the
Yep, and I will
PS4
purchase
edition.
it because it'll help me decide if I want to buy God of War 4 or not. But yeah, so Sony's already is better than Microsoft's because I'm buying one game from it.
You should do that soon because I think they rotate every week.
I need to get on there. Well, it just rotated like Tuesday. So
yeah, it just.
So
did,
people who want God of War 3 listening to the
yesterday.
podcast, you have till next Tuesday to buy it. But yeah.
Yeah. Do
But
it.
there also
Do
is
it.
the Sony sale also
Do
has
it.
like Borderlands the Handsome Collection for like $15, and
Oh, yeah, that was a really
there's
good
a few
deal
other ones
for-
that are actually pretty good. So if you have a PS4, definitely check it out.
Yeah. Sony's been doing pretty
Mm-hmm.
well with sales lately, so. Alright. And now Chase gets to talk about tech news, because he's our tech news guy.
Yay! Oh, one other thing.
No!
Amazon
Oh,
Prime
yeah,
Day is
Amazon
July
Prime Day.
12th. If
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
cares.
I bought
Probably
Prime for
not.
this.
Because we should hype the shit out of that again.
I bought
Yeah.
Prime for this, so hopefully it's good. No,
I
I
hope you
didn't.
did
I
buy
bought
it
it.
for
I bought it
Amazon
for
Prime
the.
Day.
I bought it for the cheap pre-orders of all the games I'm going to buy this next year. Plus, it's $50 because I'm a student.
The 20% off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
boy!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy!
Any Hoosers, on to tech news.
Yeah, boy!
Jesus Christ.
What was that?
Yeah, there's a pterodactyl. There's a pterodactyl.
Is that?
I went full
Can you
pterodactyl.
do Aerodactyl? Can you do Aerodactyl's cry from Pokemon and then Pterodactyl? I don't know if that's the cry.
Oh my god.
Go ahead,
Please.
Chase.
Move the podcast along.
Help me.
No, I can
Stop. Make me stop.
I can only do Squirtle.
Alright.
Okay, so current retail owners of RX 480s, the 4GB versions, can unlock their cards to the full 8GB version with a VBIOS tweak
How
by
does
flashing
that work?
basically AMD just locked away the second
Really?
half of the
What?
memory. Yeah, that's not an uncommon thing at all. Actually, that's how they do their CPUs too. Actually, they take their higher core count ones, and then a lot of times the cores don't pass quality control, so they just disable those via software, or
What the
even
hell?
sometimes cut the circuits and
Well,
then just sell it as a lower core count.
Well,
In
you
this
know
case,
that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, but in this case, it's just with VRAM, and it's like $40 extra for the 8 gig version. I
Yeah.
think something like that. So you can save $40 at the moment. I don't know if they're gonna fix that and like hardware cut it off in the future, or if they're
That's
just
really
gonna leave it.
interesting.
So
Well, I knew with the processors with AMD, I know that they have like the 8350 and the 8320. They're the exact same card, but the 8350 are just the ones that benchmarked better, essentially.
Yeah.
That's the only difference between the 50 and the 20.
well, that's how Intel does their K CPUs
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, really?
The ones that quality control the best, they reserve those off for the K or the basically extreme line or enthusiast lines, and then the ones that don't bench as well, then they drop those down to the non-K class or the regular consumer version.
I have a 6600K.
This happens
Yay.
with the video cards too, but not with the video itself, but like with the MSI or EVGA, because they all have like different tiers, and all it is just what clocked better.
Well, those are just overclocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're paying-
those aren't what clocks better. Those are just factory overclocks. Those aren't what clocks better. It's the same exact.
I know,
card.
but
You
isn't
can clock it
isn't not the
They're
same
just
concept though of
pre-overclocked.
just paying extra for the same thing? I feel
No,
like it is.
not really, because these are these ones are pick of the litter, so to speak. These ones did actually perform the best because different pressing of the silicon varies between chips. So they pick the best ones, and then those are their top tier ones. With graphics cards, what you're talking about, Matt, that most of them are the same. They'll bench the same. They'll just pre-overclock them. Is all it is. They're not necessarily going to overclock better or worse.
Interesting.
Versus than a non-super clocked version for like EVGA or whatever. So.
All right. Next little bit of tech news. Comcast is going to stream Netflix on the cable set-tops. I actually saw this article and didn't read it, but my only question is it free for people with Comcast?
I don't know. I didn't see that or not. I just thought it was interesting that
You're the
Comcast
one that
and
put it in
Netflix-
there, Chase. You have to know.
I know. No.
And maybe that
I
info is
just
not
read
released yet
headlines.
either, but yeah. That's
Chase,
interesting
you're such a
though,
shitlord.
because
I am.
that's taking like a lot of people are buying smart TVs just to do net.
Smart Teeves.
Smart Teeves.
I'm just done. No more talking.
Smart Teeves.
Move on. It doesn't
It's
matter
over.
anymore.
Should we move on to what we're planning to play?
Yeah.
Did I just? I was gonna say no. Am I not gonna get a response? Or
No.
all right. So I'm going to read exactly what someone decided to put as what I'm going to play because I had written it down and people decided to change it. So
No, we didn't.
yeah,
This is what you put down.
apparently, I'm going to be playing Unchained and Ready to Bang 4.
How were the first three?
I don't know. I think the third one had a little bit too many chains in it.
Oh.
But the second one was the best because it had the most
Okay,
names.
makes sense.
So. Apparently, I'm also going to be playing Underskirt, which sounds like a
Peeping Tom game.
creepy game. Yeah.
Do you play a mall creeper with a mirror on your shoe?
Chase, the fact that you know to put a mirror in your shoe tells me you've done this before.
I have not done that, to make this clear.
Oh my god.
I have not.
Alright,
done
what are the
that.
other games?
Apparently, I'm also going to be playing Broken Families, which someone just
mark?
didn't.
I
someone
couldn't
just didn't
think of
try
a good
hard
one
enough on
from
that.
Broken Age, okay?
And apparently, Far Cry Primal Sexual Urges.
I thought
Good
the
one.
first two.
That one I will give props to because, yeah, That's a rough one. If you weren't clear on what those games actually are, Uncharted 4, Undertale, Broken Age, and Far Cry Primal, which I should be receiving in the mail here pretty soon. So I'm excited.
So much excite.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention it earlier, but I also bought Rocket League Collector's Edition this week.
No.
Ron,
done.
you already said your piece.
I did it.
You can't talk anymore. Chase.
I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm done with the podcast, guys. Bye.
Bye.
All right, now we got rid of that guy,
we're
Chase.
done.
Go ahead.
Oh, fucking finally. About goddamn time. As for me, I'm gonna try and finish up Torchlight 2. I think I'm almost near the end. I'm like 20-something hours in, but I've also been doing a lot of side quests, so...
I'm still here.
Damn it.
Oh no! Go away.
Chase, you never got to talk about Torchlight 2 earlier because you died.
Do you want to talk about it now?
I did. I almost died.
You should talk about it a little bit because you like Torchlight 2, right?
It is actually a lot of fun. I didn't think I was going to like it, because I haven't really actually ever played a Diablo-style action RPG before. But other than the constant fucking clicking, I guess, that's the only my only gripe about it really is clicking is movement. But I'm enjoying it a lot, really, so... like I said, like 20-something hours into it, and...
Are you going to replay it with, like, a different class?
Nice!
At the...
Probably not.
Maybe when me and Matt play it.
Yeah, maybe if you guys want to play it or something.
You can, like, download
classes
on, like, the Steam Workshop, and I kind of mentioned this earlier in the podcast, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's why... Go ahead.
Can you... So for the mods, can you play those
so I believe...
as well? Like with other, with people that don't have the mods,
I believe they have to have the mods as well? Certain mods. I don't know, like the classes mods. I don't know if you have to have those. I think all mods usually. But there's like a launcher, like a mod launch, like a launcher for the game, right? With like the mods that you can,
Yeah, like you can launch, you can launch the modded version. Yeah, it's built in. So.
But yeah, no, you can.
And your saves are separate.
They are. So you can definitely play online with mods, but I think the person has to have the same mods as you, if I remember correctly. But
okay,
yeah.
But for those that do play Torchlight, I started as an Outlander, I believe, and been rocking dual pistols the whole game. So. It's fun stuff.
Funny.
Bang bang shoots.
Bang bang shoots.
All right.
Bang shoots. Shooty bang.
And I should probably mention this in a rare twist of events. I have not played Doom.
Actually, that is the first time since the podcast that Jace has not played Doom. So
I haven't played Doom. Ron went Pterodactyl again. Oh my god.
I was a pterodactyl in celebration of your Doom achievement.
Of my Doom.
Of not playing Doom.
Since this is I think we need to name the episode Does Chase Play Doom? And then just like they'll never know until an hour in.
We already have we already have an episode named Will Chase Ever Stop Playing Doom?
It'll be really funny because I leave at the beginning of the podcast, and people think that I don't play Doom.
And then they don't.
So
I know, but they don't. They won't know that till now. God,
you
Ron.
just ruined the entire spoiler for everyone. Now everybody knows you didn't play Doom. All right.
Bam, chicka, pow, chow.
What I'm planning to play next week, Witcher 3. Hopefully, actually play more than like the hour and a half that I played this week. Play some Pokemon Black.
Witcher 3.
No, it doesn't matter what else I'm going to play because.
I'm so sorry.
No, just continue on.
Witcher 3?
Overwatch and Duck Game. Okay, done.
Fuck?
Alright. He did it, guys. It's all dead. So, how are you guys?
I'm kind of worried that, you had some shrooms or something mixed in with your, like...
I was just going to say, how high are you?
It's getting really warm in this room because I have to shut the door, and it's just like I'm melting, so I think my brain's frying a little.
Are you sure it's not the shrooms?
I mean, it might be. I did just find some mushrooms growing on my desk. So.
Yeah,
those might be the wrong kind of mushrooms.
Those are probably
You
poisonous.
should go to the hospital immediately.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
I'll be
Yeah, you're
fine. I'm fine.
This is fine.
Everyth's fine.
This is fine.
This
All
is
right,
fine.
It's fine.
Do you want to do the closing round, or do you want to,
Alright.
since you're high, not do it?
That's the best time to do it.
Someone else can
All right,
do it if they want.
I can
I've
do
done
it.
for 6 episodes now. So.
Big shout out to MDK Official for letting us use the song that you heard at the beginning of the podcast and end of the podcast. Sorry.
In the end.
Thank you for letting us use that. He has Facebook and Twitter, and I believe both of them are MDK Official on those sites. So
The actual artist is MDK.
All right.
So yeah.
Sweet.
And also check out our Facebook. Facebook.com/DiamondsDemonsMushrooms.
Hells to the yeah.
Hell
Give
yeah.
us a like, share our
Hell
shit,
yeah.
and all that stuff.
Like us, because nobody's
Wait,
liked
nobody
us yet, and it makes me cry.
Haven't I?
So sad.
Well,
Oh,
not,
okay.
not very
You
many
say
people.
really likes. Jeez.
No, we have like 40.
We have negative likes. -5.
We have like 40,000.
Or just 40.
40,000.
One of the two.
Let's give people the illusion that we're a bigger podcast.
And to all of the 10,000 listeners that
That's
we
way to
have
do it,
this
right?
week, thank you for listening. Sticking it out to the end.
Witcher 3.
I don't even know what you said.
What was that?
Why?
He said Witcher 3 in a troll voice.
God,
You gotta pay the troll toll if you want to get in this boy's soul.
Ron is so gone right now. High on life. Ron is killed.
On his kill.
Alright,
He's high on life.
squirt us squirt out of the way so Ron could go to the hospital real quick.
But his Aerodactyl's gonna use
Yeah,
Hyper Beam on
Don't
me.
worry, if he misses, he has to recharge for a turn, so.
And my water gun is
It's
super
true.
effective versus his rock type.
You're good to go, basically.
Oh.
Squirt!
That was,
Was that the end? We were gonna end it
I mean,
just like
we can
suddenly
say
like
bye,
that?
I guess, but.
What about
Oh my god. Seriously.
Squirtle, squirt!
Squirtle, squirt.
This shit went
Alright.
down
War
so
turtle.
fast.
Who should we say bye? Water turtle! Blastoise!
Squirtle, squirt!
Is this bye? Okay, bye.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
bye!
Bye.
Bye!